We are activating your unique self-discovery one show at a time. The Orchard of Wisdom Self-Discovery podcast at your fingertips, just waiting to inspire and invite you in discovering just how awesome you really are and how to navigate through life in joy, enrichment, personal abundance, in mind, body, spirit, heart, and soul. All the people we bring you are here to serve you on your journey of life. Do enjoy our next show. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome back to another edition of Sarah's View of Life right here on selfdiscoverymedia.com. I'm your host, Sarah Troy. Now, I sound a little husky today because I'm suffering from bronchitis. Last week, it was another virus. I went to see my grandson and systematically 1, 2 viruses, then bronchitis. It's been a heavy week. I had no shows for you last week. But it's okay. It's okay when you can't do things. It's okay when you simply have to say, no, I can't, or I have to reschedule. We get so caught up in having to meet appointments, having to do something that has been scheduled, that sometimes life gets in the way and we just have to reschedule. And it's okay not to beat ourselves up and not to punish ourselves. And will people be understanding? Well, if they're not, do you really want to work with them in the first place? Life does happen. And especially in an era that we're in right now with various viruses. I mean, I think we had a mutation of the mutation of the virus. At this point, nobody can keep up with all that's going on, was this associated with COVID or not. It just systematically went through the family. So I had nothing last week except for I went and put all of our shows together and showed you all of the platforms where you could find them. But this week I've made up for it. This is the 5th show. And there's really been some, actually 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5, 6 show. There's really been some awesome people I've brought to you this week. People that well, there's been a theme this week, and it really is about stepping into spirituality and stepping into positivity and kind of feeding what you want to grow and choosing to really immerse yourself in the presence and really being kind to oneself and really being kind to others, because it's so very, very easy to get angry at life and anguished at life or shame and blame game, which never ever works, that sometimes it's just hard to kind of simply be in the moment. It is what it is, deal with what you've got and move on. So not much stops me in life. I mean, as I said, I've done all of these shows with bronchitis this week. So it's, if I am able, not dying at death's door, I get up and do. But it's that pacing oneself, I at one point couldn't go away without making sure there were shows playing that week I was away, and I would work like a dog, double time to make sure there was shows going on. And it's like, why am I doing this to myself? There's 3,000 shows for you here, folks. There's plenty to listen to. And yes, I like to bring you new shows every week, but it's not always possible. And I think that's something we have to look at in our lives. Is it always possible? Is it something that's always necessary? Do we kind of put ourselves out in such a way that, that we mess ourselves up or get ourselves overwrought or overworked or over something because we're trying to meet this deadline that we've imposed upon ourselves? So it's okay just sometimes to take a back seat and say, I'll get to it, or I'll get back to it, but right now it's about me. No, I didn't do that this week because I had missed last week. I had all the shows I had to catch up with this week and people that had to be rescheduled. But that's okay because I'm a toughie. I can work through it. But there are plenty of other people that really should just step back and say, you know what, not right now. Not right now. I need to take time for myself. Once I've done these shows and rendered them and produced them, etc., I'm taking time for myself. And we've got to remember that it's important not to put so much stress on ourselves to meet expectations that really only came from us in the first place. So if other people are expecting things from you that you can't deliver for one reason or the other, don't beat yourself up about it. And maybe in the future, don't put such high expectations upon yourself, because quite honestly, you maybe can live up to it most of the time, and there's going to be times you can't. And why are you putting that pressure on yourself? So we still do have that virus out here, folks. You know, it has mutated. And we here in Canada and BC, we're just about maybe stepping into spring. We're on what, the 20th of May. We've had thunderstorms, power outages, trees knocked down, freezing cold, snow on the mountains. And it's like, we're waiting for spring to start. And it's sunny today, it's still not warm. You know, I changed my wardrobe over. I want to get into some spring clothes. I want to get out there with the sun on my face. And we're waiting for it. So this also has havoc on the health and on the psyche as well. So we aren't going to be in what it has been in years in the past. We've got to understand that life is different now, and we have to navigate it through the path that is in front of us. You know, what we're facing right now in every aspect of our life. It's not business as usual. So whatever happens in your life, be it a relationship, be it business, your health, wanted to take a redirection, just don't say, well, I have to do this and I have to do that. Just go, okay, something has to give if I want to do that. Like, I really have got to get to my book. That means in the summer, you're going to have less shows from me, because I am going to be dedicating some time to doing my book. People have been asking for me for it a long time, and I just haven't had time to get to it. So less shows. We'll start writing the book and start getting that done. And prioritizing, right? Prioritizing. Sometimes setting yourself a goal that you can work towards and it will be done by such and such a time is good. Sometimes it's not feasible. But don't beat yourself up if you don't meet the goal or something happens along the way that you can't reach the goal. It's just, is the intention is there? Are you striving to do it? Are you on the right path? And if you don't meet that destination exactly at the time that you thought you could meet it, it's okay. You'll get there when you get there. It's taken a lot from me in life to kind of admit that that's what I have to do. And a hard lesson to learn, really. But I've learned it. I've learned to just chill out. Not get so frantic over things. I've got a pile of things I have to do right now. My other new site is somewhere in limbo in between WordPress and HostGator. I have got a new computer that when I bought it, the keyboards, they're all screwed up. So I have got to work that out. And it's like, okay, time to do it. And I'll get to it when I can get to it. And I think that's something we need to look at in life. Get to it when you can get to it. Prioritize what really needs to be done. And the other things you'll get to when you get to it. But don't do it at the expense of your health or the expense of your well-being, at the expense of your anxiety, or the expense of friends and family. Remember, everything needs to have its own time and compartmentalization, and learn how to do that. It's been a long lesson for me, and I still want to have to remind myself of now and again. And it's okay. It's okay if sometimes I have to kick my own butt and say, come on, Sarah, what are you doing? It's okay if that happens. Can I be a little more organized? Yes, I can. And that I will be. So I think we come to a point in our life when we ask, what are we doing and why are we doing it? I have a goal and things that I want to achieve. Right now, I'm doing them all on my own. There never is enough time, and also, is there enough skill? I would love to work with other people. I've had many people say they will work with me, and it's just not worked out because somehow they go off and take on other projects, and it doesn't work out. So if I want to achieve these goals and these things that I want to do, that I really do believe in, I either have to take on some other people or prioritize one thing at a time. So that's what I'm going to do. The new site will be up by next week. The mentorship program, the practitioners program will all be a go. And then putting the fundraiser out for the Forgotten Children series books. And then this summer, writing of my own book. That means I have to prioritize my time and I have to be a little more stringent the way I'm going to do things. That in itself is a difficulty for me because I'm not a good management of time. But it means I'm going to have to put the skills and tools in place to be so, right? So I'm going to do the best that I can do within my parameters. If I get there, I get there. Hallelujah. If I don't, it's okay. I'll get there when I can. Not all businesses can run this way, but I've chosen to work it this way because I am a solopreneur. I do everything on my own dime. And I've got so many wonderful people here that I serve, that are here to serve you. I want to do them justice. So I'm going to continue to do this and continue to branch out and continue to bring you more opportunities to meet these people that will be of service to you. But I'm just going to have to do it in my own, one step at a time. I wish I had discovered what I'm doing earlier in life. It has been the making of me in a way of me stepping into my true essence, my true presence, and not trying to be something that other people want me to be. It's been a journey of my own self-forgiveness, my own limitations, my own expertise, my own impossibilities. And I've learned a great deal about myself. I wish I'd known about this 20 years earlier. But was my life in that right space at that time to happen? Was the internet in the right space? The podcasting in the right space? No. Sometimes you just have to go along your life doing what you do, and then something will come up that will enable you to take that direction that you want to go into, be it a technology, be it a space in your life, be it somewhere that, or someone, or something that allows you to open up that door and explore a different direction. That happened to me 10 years ago. I never would have believed it would have led me to where I am today, doing what I'm doing and interviewing such extraordinary people. I have had some exceptional people on, and they're people who have taken their own journey, gone through their own process, healed themselves with different modalities, or and become now the healers of others. We've all got to take our own responsibility and our own accountability for our own journeys in life, but there are plenty of people along the way that are there to help us. And the more we allow them to help us, the more we are going to grow, and the more in turn that we're going to be of service to other people, because that is the circle of life. Your own self-discovery. What is your beautiful instrument? How do you play it? Which orchestra do you play it in? How can you be at one with the orchestra? Create a symphony is so harmonious that it becomes invitational for others. That's what life is about. So I know what my instrument is. I've learned how to play it. I've created even the orchestra in which to play it in. We just need a few more venues. So I am going to go and do my editing and take the rest of the day off. I kind of give my chest a chance to heal a little bit. And I'll be back next week with some more wonderful shows for you. I believe I have either 8 or 10 shows next week for you. And some lots of really good people. So folks, take a cruise down selfdiscoverymedia.com, go to podcasts there, or selfdiscoverymedia.com/shows. Look at all the genres we have there. Each one of those banners is a different genre. If you go to What's New, you will see all the new shows that are there. And all the people that are coming up will be coming out Monday at 4 o'clock for Tuesday's airing. And they're really, we learn best from people who've been there, that have done it, now have got those skills, those tools, that enthusiasm, that knowledge, that empathy, that understanding to help you on your own journey of life. That's what it's about. That's the circle. So until next time, folks, I wish you a wonderful week. Please do tune in and listen to my wonderful guests and step into your own beautiful essence. You can walk away from the anger, the pain, the hurt, the anguish, the disillusionment, the lack of self-worth, the confusion. You can walk away from all of that when you decide to be present, to seed what you do want, to water and nurture it and allow it to grow, and allow the people to come into your life with their skills and tools that can help you on your own journey, because that is what life's all about. Until next time, folks, remember, lighten up. Give yourself some time. Don't beat yourself up for things that just really you can't do, or have to reschedule, or have to let go of. Take that deep breath, and there's always tomorrow. Bye for now. We hope that you enjoyed the show. Find all of our shows on selfdiscoverymedia.com under podcasts or selfdiscoverymedia/shows. And for all our current shows, go to What's New. We are supported by you, the audience. You'll see a nice big shiny blue button for one-time donations, or follow us on Patreon and you will be able to support us there. We enjoy bringing you such wisdom. And the next show will be up in just a moment.